Hi, this is Michael Carlin, president of InterOcean Capital, with another exciting installment to help you learn a little bit more about your retirement plan for the Colorado River Indian tribes. Today, we're going to talk about saving and take-home pay, why it's important to do it. I'm going to make every effort I can to get through all the material that we have in about 5 minutes. I realize there's quite a bit of information there, but don't worry. Our email address, retirement@iofinance, is going to be at the end, and our phone number will be there as well. So tune in, buckle up, and let's learn a little bit more about your retirement plan and how it works. So lots of you folks know that that you need to save, and part of it is that as you begin to think and wonder about, geez, how much will I need? It's typically more than you think. It isn't uncommon that we'll meet with different people from the Colorado River Indian tribes, and they'll hold up their 401k statement and say, is this enough? And when we run through the numbers, yeah, every bit that you can save in your 401k plan is helpful, but it's typically, in order to provide a lot of income, a robust amount, it's usually a little bit more than you think. So we want to make sure we start planning early. And the thing we're going to talk a little bit about, which has been, more more critical the past couple of years, is inflation. We know the cost of living is going up. And if you don't have your money saved, and if you don't have your money saved in a way that it can continue to grow, then you'll actually be falling behind. So you want to make sure that you're using the retirement plan as a vehicle so that you don't lose your buying power. And here's what I mean. So if you look at this chart on here, you can look for everything from a gallon of milk to a car cost. Today you can get a subcompact little car for 14 grand, and in 20 years, that same $14,000, if you figure that inflation's going up by 3% a year, will be worth 25. If you look at, a single family home for 100, it'll be 180. A $500,000 home will be 903,000. Now, mind you, what that is saying is that if inflation averages 3% over the next 20 years, the cost of the basics, whether it be a candy bar, a gallon of milk, or a home, all of those things are going up with it. So we're going to want to make sure that wherever you have your money, it's earning interest, because if it's not earning interest, it's not even keeping up with the basics of inflation, which is absolutely what we need to do. And when you look at your sources of retirement income, there's a few places that it'll come from. Social Security being one. That's a component. After you've worked 10 years and you've paid into Social Security for 10 years, you'll have a Social Security benefit. Social Security looks at your high 35 years of earned income in order to determine how much your benefit is. And if you always want to know, you can go to ssa.gov, create an account for yourself, download your Social Security statement. It's a great way to find out what your Social Security benefits look like for you personally. You've got your Social Security, you've got your regular savings, money that you've saved at the bank or other investment accounts. You have, other investments, like it may be real estate or things that you're holding outside. And then, of course, your 401k plan. These are the sources where your retirement income comes from. For today, we're going to focus on your 401k plan and making sure that you're making the most of it. There are three major advantages to your 401k plan and saving that way. One is the tax advantage, two is the take-home advantage, and three is the compounding advantage. We're going to talk about and break down each of those three. You ready? Here's the tax advantage. When you're saving with tax-deferred dollars, what that means is that if you have an income, say it's $40,000 a year, and you save $4,000 into your 401k plan, it's like the government doesn't see that you're earning 40,000. They only see that you're earning 36. So you only pay taxes on the 36,000 you've earned, not the 40. That is a pretty significant advantage. And then, we also would expect that when you're taking money out in retirement, you're not working. And when you're not working, you're in a lower tax bracket typically. And if you're in a lower tax bracket at the end of the day when you've retired and you're taking money out, you've kind of created a nice little tax advantage for yourself. I mentioned this here with this kind of take-home advantage. Here's this person, they're earning $35,000 a year. They decide, I'm going to save $1,750 a year. That sounds great. One person does it without the 401k. One person saves inside the 401k. Literally, they call their HR department. They say, I'm going to save $1,750 a year out of my paycheck. And who's better off? Well, here, the taxable pay here is 35,000. It's only 33,000 because again, this money comes out in the 401k pre-tax, which is wonderful. So you end up paying less federal income tax. The FICA is the same. Here's the 1750 that you've saved outside of your retirement. So who's better off? You're better off to the tune of over about $470 better saving the same amount in a 401k because you've reduced your tax burden. This works no matter how much you get paid. It's a significant advantage. Significant, it's huge. So we would go to the third. The third is the compounding interest advantage. And what there's hard to explain, but I will just put it this way: the earlier you start, the better, and we all kind of know that. So if you're listening to this and you're one of the younger employees, or if you're listening to this and you're one of the older employees and you haven't started saving for yourself yet, this is the time to do it. You want to get it done as soon as possible. Here's why. If you look in like this tax deferred account, what this is showing is again, saving $100 per month versus $100 in a taxable account. This is a major advantage, and it's amazing how quickly things can accumulate. $100 a month, earning a 6% rate of return. You can see how much it grows to over 10 years inside a retirement account, which is here in orange, in 20 years, and in 30 years. I mean, literally, it's 10 times the amount, even by saving just $100 a month. And what's even more impressive is that when you do it inside of a 401k, you don't pay tax on it when it grows. The difference between not paying tax on it versus paying tax on an investment account is even better. It's $211,000 inside of a 401k, but if you save money outside of a 401k, even if you earn the same amount, because you have to pay tax on that growth every year, look at how much you're left with after taxes. So the 401k is better for, again, those reasons where your tax bracket should be less in retirement, which we covered. You've got the ability to save pre-tax, which is way better than saving after tax, which leaves you with more money in your pocket by saving the same amount in the 401k as opposed to outside. And you've got the compounding interest advantage, which shows not only the sooner you start, how much greater your base will be, but it also shows if you save in the 401k, how much more assets you'll have compared to saving in a regular investment account. You're in control. You decide how much money you want to invest. I know that for those of you that have worked with the tribe for a long time, you're aware that the tribe is saving 5% of your pay in your 401k. They're doing that as a regular annual contribution they have every year, really going back since the plan started in 1980, which is great. But we really want to make sure that everybody is taking advantage not just of what the tribe's putting in, but is also doing the component that they are and that they can themselves. Because if the tribe does 5% of your pay and you save 5% of your pay, that 10% of your pay will accumulate to a massive dollar amount over a whole career at Crit. We certainly want to help make sure that you have all your questions answered about how the plan works, the best way you can take advantage of it, how you may want to invest your funds. Again, our email address is here, retirement@iofinance.com. The website is there if you want to look at a little bit more about what we do and how we can help. And then there's the phone number. You can reach us any way that's most convenient for you. Thank you so much for your time today. We sincerely appreciate it, and I look forward to working with you sometime soon. Take care. Have a wonderful day.